Hi everyone, it's Jeanette Crafty Dork here with a little tutorial. I made this little booklet quite a while ago now, and I've been trying to rack my brains as to who did it. You guys may have seen it and you may know who did it. What it is, I'll just get my journal and show you how it fits in. I'll just pop it on one of these pages. Now it would go on the front of a book, a page like that, as it's, I've just left the paper. You could cover the back and use it as a little booklet. I've just put sari silk through the back. You open it up and you've got a space here for journaling. You've got a pocket here, and I've just used coffee stain on both sides. I've used Artie May's papers and some of Antique Papery. And there's that one, and it just flips open. This back one is stuck down. So I thought it was quite cute, something a little bit different. I did make it on double paper, double book pages, but this time I'm going to do it on, and I actually covered my journal. I actually put something on the front, and I'm using it. So, wow, we're going good this year. Positive, the word. Okay, what I'm going to do is just show you how I put it together, and then the next one I will decorate. So basically, I've just got, this is out of the Australian gardening, I don't know if it's Bunnings or one of those, oh no, Complete Book of Garden, it's written there, look at that. So what I did is I just took the page, like so, it's got a little piece that fits down the side, so I just lined it up on my grid, and then just popped my ruler and leveled the side. Because this is all going to be covered, and you know, honestly, it doesn't matter if it isn't covered, because if you're doing a gardening journal, you could quite easily use this to go in the book. What I did then was take another and just folded it up, and I didn't even measure, I just folded, put my ruler against the fold line, and am I still in camera? Wow. And there you've got your first little pocket, and I did that for the whole three. When I went to this side to level it up, I just put that against the side there and rip that. So it's easy peasy. Okay, I'll put that one aside to do for a little bit later. So I have, oops, that's not it, that's the, I've got three pockets that I'm going to have in this one. They all line up like that. That one's a little bit, okay, so they all line up, and then I'm going to have one more at the back here. What you do to join them is you take your paper and again just rip it roughly 1/2 inch, I better get one more. That's a little bit too. So you need 4, and you need to fold them in half. So these are going to be little hinges. So now it's just a matter of gluing. These are going to be a little bit longer, but that's fine, we'll cut it all off. So you glue onto that side, level with the bottom, so make sure you're all level across the bottom. Then this one, and you line up your next piece at the bottom, across the bottom. And then your next one. So very, very easy. So it's very quick to put together, and then the fun starts when you decide how you're going to decorate them. And you can make them as big or as small as you like. So there we go, there's that one again. Another one here. Now I'm all for having something quick and easy. And then we line that one up there as well. So you can see that when I did the first one, because I had the pages doubled, it got quite thick by the time I put all the paper on. So I just didn't, this time I thought, well, I'll use the paper and make it a bit smaller. So now, is that one? Yeah. Now I'll do the last one. So that goes on there as well, like that. Okay, so now what you need to do, because it's going to be, you see here it's going to be a little bit bulky there, what I'm going to do is, I probably should cover it first, but I'll leave this one blank so I can just go into the journal as is. Now, because this is paper, I just need to very lightly score each side of the, can you see there how I've just done that score line each side, about 1/8 of an inch each side of that line. And when I put this down on it, I'm going to put it onto that second line, and then that will just give it a little bit of room to bend a bit. So you just sort of round it a bit. So do that. So I'll just line it up just above that first score line and nearly onto the second one, and line it up on the sides there, so that when that is folded over, it just rounds it off a little bit so that you've got, and that's all it is to the book. So you've got your front page, and you've got your first pocket, your second pocket, whoops, it's stuck, your third pocket, and you. So you just now run a bead of glue down the inside of each pocket. And once you've done that, all this gluing, if you find that your sides are a little bit out, you know, you might have, like I've got it here, it's a little bit bigger, just take a piece off the sides. There's no harm in doing that. But once you get there, you won't even really notice that. And if you do decide to put paper over the top, you won't notice it anyway. So that's evened that up. So that's the little booklet. How cute and how easy. You've got your pockets, and they can either, like I had the, I don't know if these will fit, they may do. No, a little bit small. But you know, you can have just your plain journaling cards, or you can get just little bits of, you know, pretend these are little bits of ephemera, you know, little tags, and these are just little bits that I've cut off. You could put little bits of ephemera in there, which would look rather cute. I'll come back in another video and we'll cover one, because that's rather nice. I'm going to leave that. I know it's all the bugs for a garden journal, but I think that will look rather nice. And you can either tie something around it. You can, I did have, let me see, just decorate it up with a, you know, a flower. Where have we put those, Jeanette? I've just tidied everything up and rearranged stuff. I did show Eliana my craft room the other day, and I said I'm not game to show everyone because it's so cluttered. So you could put a couple of those. You could put a you could grind your doily up and just have it on the. Oh, why don't I do it while I muck? Just a minute. Just have a sip of tea. Yeah, it has gone cold again. That's the second one today. The only hot one I had was the cup that Peter made me when I had my brekkie in bed, and then the coffee he made after he came back from taking Brahma for a walk. Let's just put a little bit around the edge of that. Actually, why not just put a bit of and what I'll do is just put a little bit in the middle of that. Just to hold it down there. This is a piece I cut out ages ago, and it just didn't seem to fit anywhere. It just sat in my ephemera boxes, and so now it's got a home. It's horticulture. So these are Tracy's labels. What have we got in here? Actually, we'll put pollinate, and then I'll get a butterfly and pop on there, because the butterfly can pollinate, can't it? These I actually printed out on stickers, So you just pop that one down there, and that will hold that part in. And let me just put the lid back on here because it's a bit warm today and I'm liable to go dry on me. Butterflies, where are you? Oh gosh, a bit of grunting going on, hey? Okay, it's a pinky colour there. I think I like that. Yep, I do. Even though it's white, it just, the edges of these, I didn't really, I thought they were the transparent ones, but once you ink them up, they look okay. And you bend it over and oh, I've got a little trick to talk to you about too. Just remembered. There we go. So that's the cover, and I'll just pop a little bit of around there where it's not glued. Now the little trick that I learned was with napkins. And if I can remember the lady that did it, she was giggling and she was really having a wonderful giggle. I was cracking up when I listened to her. She said whenever she is playing with her napkins, she's got the napkins on screen, and she said then you might see me go off camera with the napkin and do her thing. Okay, what she does is this part, and I'm going to have to do it off camera too, but this part of the napkin she puts in between her lips, and look at that, it comes away. So here we go again, it's all stuck. And there you are again, it's undone. Oh, no, my fingers don't want to, but there it is. So you wet your lips, and how cool's that? Oops. Oh, I took it off. Oh no. You can see where it's this one's not doing it as well as the others, but practice on your napkins, because it really does work. And like I said, I'll try and find out who the lady was that I saw do it, but she was cracking me up because she had a face-to-face going, and I'm not up to face-to-faces yet, but that's how she did it. And I don't think, no, that's all. No, that's the single one. This is only 2 layer. So, little tip for you. How good's that? Okay, so there's the little booklet. And I might just run that. You can see it's a bit, where are we with me bring out big brother. And just pop that, just pop him in there like that. And that's just taken the edge off there. And I'm going to do that just to the outside too. And it's not enough that it's going to play havoc with the pockets and the gluing on there. Okay, so little tip. Thank you for watching. I hope that was something that you can use and do. I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy crafting and bye for now.